Dear Ukrainians, today is a day when we honor the memory of the millions of our people who were killed by famine. Millions of horrific deaths, most of them during the Holodomor of 1932-33. It was a systematic strike against the Ukrainian people, a policy of genocide that today's Russia has inherited and once again made part of its ideology. This entire war, which continues against Ukraine and could spread to other nations, is a consequence of Moscow's impunity. No matter what form their regime takes, if they remain unpunished, Russia attempts to repeat its crimes. Today, millions of our people will light candles of remembrance, our shared tribute to the victims of the Holodomor. It is also a reminder for us and for the world that preserving memory requires action to defend justice, to protect life, and to ensure that killers receive no reward for destroying human beings. The pain of previous generations and what Ukrainians are forced to endure now are deeply connected, teaching us much. In the coming days, consultations with partners will take place regarding the steps needed to end the war. I have signed the decree on the composition of Ukraine's delegation and approved all necessary directives. Our representatives know how to protect Ukraine's national interests and what must be done to prevent Russia from launching a third invasion, another blow to Ukraine, just as it repeated its crimes against our people and other nations in the past. What is at stake now is far greater than the points of any particular document. We must ensure that nowhere in Europe or the world does a principle take hold that crimes against people, humanity, states, or nations can be rewarded or forgiven. Real peace is always based on guaranteed security and justice. This is not only my conviction, it is the conviction of millions of our people and the majority of people around the world. Today, I continued coordination with partners. We spoke with the leaders of Northern Europe and the Baltic states, 8 leaders representing a strong region whose support I greatly value. They truly stand in defense of life. I also spoke with the Prime Minister of the Netherlands, and I'm grateful for their readiness to help and for their principled approach. Support packages for Ukraine will follow. We maintain constant consultations at different levels with other European friends and countries beyond Europe, the G7, the G20, and many others who stand ready to support Ukraine. There will be additional talks. Today, we also addressed several internal matters. We held detailed discussions with government officials about our next steps in domestic policy. It is important that the winter support program is progressing well. Nearly 10 million applications have already been submitted. Payments will begin next week. The funds can be used until June, but applications must be filed in DIA or at Ukroposhta by the end of December. We will ensure the full amount of financing. I also spoke with Ukraine's Prime Minister about ongoing audits in energy companies and the need for an additional audit of the entire defense sector and its enterprises. This military audit must be carried out as quickly as possible. Contracts, finances, operations. I instructed that the results be shared with the public, preferably weekly, and forwarded to law enforcement and anti-corruption agencies. There was a report today from the Commander-in-Chief on the situation at the front and on Russian disinformation operations and plans. The most difficult situation remains in the Pokrovsk direction, where significant Russian forces, more than 150,000, continue daily assaults. This has been happening for many months, and it is important that our soldiers continue to destroy the occupiers. We are conducting counter-offensive actions. We are defending our positions on the border between Dnipropetrovsk and Donetsk regions, in the Kharkiv region, and in the Zaporizhzhia region, where the situation remains difficult. In the Orikhiv and Hulyapole directions, we are doing everything possible to stabilize the situation. I thank everyone for their resilience. I thank everyone who stands with Ukraine. Glory to Ukraine!